Hello, Days of Our Lives fans. Excuse me, this is for Monday, September the 9th. Please like, subscribe, and share if you know someone else who enjoys the show. Well, Tate's feeling bummed out because he told Holly what happened to his dad, who murdered his dad. And he confides in John about how they were having a fight anyway because she was defending him. And he said, well, I defend him too. And we understand he can do things wrong. But he's still your dad. He's still my son. We love him no matter what. And that goes for you too, pal. So that made Tate feel a little bit better. Meanwhile, Justin has got Brady off the hook for now. He can go home. They don't have enough evidence to prove that he did this shit, even though he says he did. He doesn't remember it. So he heads home. Tate and John are surprised to see him walk in the door, but are very happy. They give him hugs, and they're so glad to have him home. Poor Tate, man. He's worrying about Holly, too, and he texted her, but she never texted him back, because she's not going to let this go for him. He's telling them, I don't deserve to be out. I did this. I should be in jail. I should pay, Get on, little doggy. Meanwhile, Fiona changes her mind about smothering, what's her name, Sara. She grabs the pill off, says, what in the world am I thinking? And then she puts it back on again, but Xander walks in with the soup. Saved by the soup. She's not drunk or nothing. She's still trying to kill this lady. So he gives Maggie the news, Justin gives Maggie the news that Brady is free. And she says, she's been praying for Brady. She's glad that he got him out or whatever, but she still feels a little edgy knowing that he's free. Sara gets the news that he's free, and she doesn't understand why he's not being prosecuted. But then when Xander says, they don't have the proof, Xander's mom says, we need to just concentrate on Sara's health and move on with this. And Sara said, yes, I think I'm just going to forget it and go on. And Xander's like, no, hell no. We're going to make him pay. You're going to remember. We're going to have you see Marlena. Meanwhile, there's nothing Eric can do to dig out of this hole that him and Nicole have dug, lying to Holly for all of her life, all 17 years of her life. She says, you pretended to be my dad. You killed my father, kept it from me, then married my mother and raised the man's daughter that you murdered. She's just overwhelmed by all this. She can't blame her. She's giving him the up and down, and, he's a broken-hearted. Ava runs into a sad Brady, and he's telling her, I should have been prosecuted, but they said they didn't have enough evidence. And she tells him she saw him that night and wishes she would have done something with him because she went back down to check on him at the bar, but he was with a woman. And he understood that he was gonna walk to the Salem Inn with her. And he said, don't tell anybody about the woman. And he ends up telling her it was Xander's mom. So Ava's got a secret, but Ava can hold a secret. But can she if she thinks it would help Brady? These are pictures that I meant to take out because I already had them in earlier. It is when Justin was telling Maggie that Brady's free for now. And they're possibly, they're going to see what they can dig up to see whatever, but he's free and he's home now, and like I said earlier, she's just not real happy with that. Okay, so and there's Sara being not happy with that as well. So Holly comes in. She's a crying mess, and she tells Maggie, I just found out who murdered my father. And Maggie's like, oh my, and she runs over and grabs her and hugs her. So this is like, she's going to be scarred from this mess of her mother just doing her like this. So Justin is hungry. He goes into the pub. What, is everybody closed? And Ava's back there, and she said, yeah. Roman let everybody off. He said, man, I was craving one of those burgers. And she said, well, I'm getting ready to throw me one on the grill. I can throw you one. And he said, really? And she said, really? So they're sitting there talking, being nice to each other, and I'm wondering if Ava might tell him about this woman. It would help Justin, and it would help Brady's case. We have yet to see what this conversation is what's going to come out of it. And that's a wrap for today. Thanks for watching.